Hey, what's up, my Cool Like That peeps? It is me, your Cool Like That Asian in the house. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are outside by the fire, and it's pretty warm. It's not warm, but it's warm by the fire. You know what I mean? And if you guys saw my previous videos, it was of Mount Rushmore and the Crazy Horse thing. So that was pretty fun, you know. But tonight we actually wanted to answer the questions that we got from a lot of people. So we got quite a bit of questions, so we're going to try to make this fast, before 15 minutes, and try to get all the questions all into one video. So the first question, oh, hi camera guy.
Hi, how you doing?
Turn the camera to you.
Hello. I'm looking like a homeless, recovering alcoholic right now. I have all the hair, I just haven't shaved. My daughter calls this my alcoholic dad look.
While you have the camera on you, I want to ask you a question. This comes from 76 Gotta Love Me, Tabitha, and she asks, tell us about your first romantic relationship, the first one that really mattered.
Okay, I've been in 3 relationships. This is my 3rd one. I know that's not many, but the first one actually is this one. There was no romance in my marriage whatsoever, and then my second relationship was no romance whatsoever either. So
Aww.
that was more like a long distance relationship. So this is my first rodeo. My first romantic rodeo.
Okay, second question.
Oh, you gonna answer the question?
Oh, I gotta answer the question? Why do I have to answer the question? I've been in several relationships, and I would love to say this would be my one of the best ones. It is, but the first one that really mattered, and that's the question, would be my second boyfriend, because the first one I kind of used. Hopefully he's not watching the video, but the second one is the one that really mattered. That one kind of taught me a lot about being a gay man and coming out, you know, of everything. So that really mattered. But this one also mattered too. So, you know, very important. Number 2, how did you and Jason meet? You're gonna answer that one.
Jason and I met on the internet. Yes, we talked for a couple of weeks online before we actually met. So then when we first physically met, we met at a filling station. I was trying to find his house, and I needed gas, so he decided to meet me at the filling station. So.
And what was the first thing he said?
Get in the car.
get in the car. But after that, he also said, "Your eyes are not real."
No, I didn't. I said, "Hi, my name is Andre. Nice to meet you." That's what I said.
No, he said, "Your eyes are pretty, but it's not real."
That was like the 3rd thing I said to him.
Whatever. That was from the Crazy 125, Katie. The next question is, when did you know he was the one? He was the one. I'm assuming that. I would have to. I'll answer this one first. I would have to say when I said I love you in the elevator.
No, this elevator was a crime scene infested elevator. The carpets had blood stains on it. I mean, you thought this elevator was going to break down. It was the one and only elevator out of 4 in my hotel room. And he got in that elevator and he came over and whispered in my ear, "I love you." And I was like, in a crime scene investigating elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
No, you're going to answer this question.
Oh, I knew he was the one the next morning after I woke up. I went to the beach with my friends. I took him home because he had to get his stank ass out of my hotel room. I took him.
He loved my soft feet against his rough feet.
I got up to I got up to the beach, and I was thinking about him, so couldn't resist it. I had to call him back. So.
He couldn't. He couldn't resist it. He kept on calling and texting and all that stuff.
Next question.
4. Do you like the same drinks? I like coffee. I like soda. I'm a Coke addict, so you know all that.
I don't drink coffee. and I like Pepsi.
Yeah.
But we pretty much drink the same alcoholic beverages.
That was from Jasmine Queen Tagahali, and she also asked us another question: what music do you like? We both actually like the same exact type of music.
Yes, we like the same music.
Throwback
Music.
oldies and stuff like that. We don't like hard rock. We're not a big hard rock fan. The only thing that's different between me and him is that I like country, and he doesn't. I'm a big country fan, so you know.
I love you, Shania Twain.
Next,
You too, Carrie Underwood.
the next question is, how tall are you both? That comes from Little Miss 19X. I'm 6 feet.
6 foot of lie. That's 6 foot of bull crap.
No, I'm 5'8".
And I'm 6'2.5".
Yeah, you see it all. I have to sit a little higher than he does.
And I have to scrunch down.
So, but the next question comes. Oh, the next several questions comes from Oprah herself, Silver Scream Girl. What is your middle name? And we're not going to answer this one, but we're going to say it starts with an L.
Both of our middle names start with L.
So we are.
That's our middle name, L.
I prefer not to say my middle name. Don't want people.
Jason L. and Andre L.
Okay, and the next question from her goes: how and when did you know you were the guy? Oh, you were gay. You were the guy. How and when did you know you were gay? And she also mentioned, did your ex-wife turn you gay, or were you always gay?
Beth. Have to ask the hard questions, do we? No, I've known all my life, and sadly it wasn't Melody's fault. But let's just say she didn't help matters any. So she just put like that explanation point at the end of it. But yeah, pretty much was in denial for a lot of years. So
So does that answer the question of how do you how?
I've known all my life.
Okay.
Since I was a little kid.
And of course, I knew all my life. Yeah. What was that sound?
Next question. We ran out of time.
Oh. 7 minutes. I know we can rush through this. Do you have a hag, and is it mutual hag, or are you or do you have separate hags? The if you guys don't know what hag, it's also known as fag hags, but for Andre and I, we call it queer gear. Fag hag is a girl that hangs around with gay guys, if you know what I mean. But we call it queer gear, almost like a accessory to us. So I have two hags. One is my friend Michelle, and another one is Jessica, my best friends. My two best friends I can trust with my life and everything. And Andre got to meet them, so I can consider we both have mutual hags, but we got to find Andre a hag for queer gear for himself too. So I'm sure there's a lot of
taking applications, Beth.
YouTube women out there wants to be queer gears for Andre.
Then there's D.
There's D. Okay.
Susan, Tiger Lily.
What are your what are your favorite food items?
Jabba Bird.
What are your favorite food items? I like Japanese and Italian, but I love fried chicken. I like greens. I like everything that Andre cooks. So Andre has his own menu that he cooks. So I love everything that Andre cooks.
I can't cook.
He can cook. If you saw me in Hawaii, I got a little bigger than usual. And it's not my fault. It was his cooking. Anyways, what do you like to eat? Your favorite food?
Well, my daughters love Chinese food, and I'm sick of it. But I do love Chinese food, Italian food, soul food. I eat everything almost.
Yeah.
That's about it. I eat everything. Fried chicken is my favorite, though.
We ate fried chicken today, too.
Fried chicken we have for dinner tonight.
Chicken out of my ass. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Okay. The next question. Were you one of the privileged kids that had a family, had a family vacation every year? And there's a couple more questions after that. No, for me, I wasn't privileged to do that. We're not a we weren't very privileged to go and do vacations. So when I grew up and I met Andre, I got to do all this vacationing that I got. So I'm very fortunate as an adult, but not as a kid. I wasn't able to do that.
Okay, first of all, let me say that Hawaii is a vacation, so anybody from Hawaii don't need to say that they haven't been able to go on a vacation, okay? No, but my dad used to throw all the kids on the back of a pickup truck that he borrowed from one of his friends, take us all down to the beach, and that was our vacation. Then I took my kids on their first vacation to the Netherlands from Germany, and I took them to Paris, France. So.
Let's just remember he was in the army, people. So he was privileged to go to all these places when he got older.
Yes.
So, yes.
So I wasn't a kid. No.
What's your favorite vacation spot? For me, I would have to still say Hawaii, even though that was my home. But now I'm in Texas, so I'm a mainlander at this point. But I love Hawaii, so that would be my favorite vacation spot, and then also Baltimore, because they have all the damn good food, people. Good food. Lexington Market. Jesus. Okay.
I'd have to agree. I like Hawaii too. Hawaii is the number one on my list. Home is number 2 on my list, which is Baltimore, and then number 3 will be South Korea.
Okay, we're gonna have to make this quick. 4 minutes. Of all the vacation spots you went to this year, which one was the most fun? I would have to say Hawaii. We got to spend a lot of that, and I'm gonna answer this for Andre. Basically, we went to Hawaii, and he got to meet my family, and he got to meet all my friends and everything. So vacation would be Hawaii, and all that stuff. So that was a fun vacation for us, and of course we got our rings.
Yes.
He doesn't have his ring right now, so. Okay, are you going to be hands-on grandpappy, or let your daughter raise the baby and just give her good advice, and now and then?
We're going to be a little bit of both, because obviously she's a kid still. She's only 18, and she's going to need help. And she's also going to get the unwanted advice, because, kids that age, they think they know everything anyway, but they don't. So we're going to have our feet all up in her butt crack, and we're going to be spanking that baby at the same time. So we're going to make sure that both of them are...
We won't be spanking them. We won't be spanking the baby.
I'm spanking them.
But I'm not going to be...
Spank them when they're little, then you ain't got to beat them when they grow up.
See, I'm not a grandpappy. I'm only 21 years old, so I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, let's finish this up. Okay, thanks, Beth, for the questions. What kind of, the next one comes from A Fate So Twisted, the next 3. What kind of movies do you like? We like all types of movies, comedy. Oh, well, for me, I like comedy, romance, all kinds of movies that are good. The movie that we saw was
For Color Girls.
For Color Girls. That was a pretty good movie. I think we'll do a review on that next. Yours?
Pretty much the same. I like movies with meaning. Comedy.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, as long as it has a good meaning.
Serious,
silly and goofy.
Serious or silly, which describes you? I would have to say. I would have to say.
Silly.
Yeah, we're actually
serious. Silly.
We actually have both. We're very serious, and we can
turns.
be serious and we can be silly at the same time. So
not together, not at the same time.
Where did you go? You go on your first date?
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster, with that big old
strawberry daiquiri we had.
Yes, that was so good. He tried to get me
We didn't
drunk.
even eat all the food. Got him drunk.
All right. The next question comes from Darlin12. We're not going to answer this one because of the fact that I already answered it in one of my previous videos, and you guys go back to see my coming out story. But they wanted to hear Andre's coming out story and how did his family and friends take it. So he's going to do that on his own when he feels it's time right.
Soon. It'll be soon.
His time. So the next question comes from One Day Rock, and we're going to answer this in less than a couple seconds here. What cars would be parked in your driveway if you won the lotto? I would have to say a Kia Forte Coupe. All right?
GMC Acadia, it's already parked. It's in the garage.
If he had a choice, he would have a Camaro. Alright, people, that was all the questions. If you guys have any more questions, ask. But we'll catch you guys all later. Love you guys. Bye.